Chapter 90 of Boruto is probably the best one after the time skip, the power of Himawari and the true feelings of Kawaki. Enjoy watching. In the previous chapter, Juro and Hidari came for Naruto but encountered Hima, in whom Kurama was reborn. Many were curious about how and why this happened. Therefore, the authors immediately tried to answer this. For the tailed beasts, death is not the end, as they are reborn sooner or later. Even if their chakra is completely destroyed and their soul torn apart, the Biju will return. This was mentioned in the Naruto anime, but now Kurama explained that he himself does not know how it works. He doesn't know when, why, or how long it will take. But something will definitely happen that triggers the tailed beast's rebirth, and Himawari became that something. Kurama suggests that this happened because she had the fox's chakra since birth, a small amount, but she had it. Also, it could be because the Hyuga and Uzumaki clans united. If you remember, the Hyuga are distant relatives of Homura, and the Uzumaki are descendants of Hagoromo, and in the body of Naruto's daughter, the power of Kaguya's children combined. And apparently, because of this, among other reasons, the fox was reborn in her. And this is the same Kurama who remembers the past, remembers Naruto, and how he himself died. Meanwhile, Juro tries to pursue Team 10, who are flying outside the village with Himawari to lure the enemy out of Konoha. Hidari, on the other hand, encounters Konohamaru, who is surprised that the enemy has Sasuke's voice, and sensors indicate that he has Uchiha's chakra. However, Naruto's student says that outwardly Hidari does not resemble Sasuke, although this is very strange, as he has Uchiha's face and is an exact copy of Sasuke. But then Sarada appears, and Hidari immediately attacks her using Chidori, but Uchiha counterattacks and even manages to partially wound the enemy. She is shocked that he uses her father's techniques, but to her his appearance does not resemble her father. This is very strange to me, since he is a clone of Sasuke. Meanwhile, Konohamaru tells Kawaki not to pursue Boruto as his power might be needed, and when the adopted son learns that Hima is in danger, he immediately rushes to her aid, angry that he was not immediately informed that she was in danger. This shows us that he is ready to do anything to protect his sister, and she is more important to him than the hunt for Otsutsuki. He immediately headed to help his sister, and Boruto, for now, is waiting for his karma to disappear from his hand. Therefore, no one hinders Juro in pursuing Hima, and he easily catches up with them. But Inojin, judging by his actions, is in love with Himawari and tries to protect her with all his might. This is a reference to the Battle of Pain against Naruto when Hinata intervened in the fight. Since Ino's son couldn't stand seeing Himawari severely injured, Juro gave us another reference to Boruto's fight against Ishiki, where he cruelly broke the main character's arm. Now Juro did the same to Himawari, so this could be an indirect confirmation of whose genes Juro has, and they could belong to Ishiki himself. If you haven't forgotten, Code is a karma bearer, and he had the genes of Kaguya's partner, and since all evolved 10 tails are capable of using Code's genes, that is the scratch technique, this tells us that he might have Ishiki's genes as well. Therefore, the reference with the leg tells us about this. However, I have another hypothesis. Code's scratch power comes from Shibai's genes, and the 10 tails absorbed this power, so Juro's appearance might be Shibai's appearance, just without his horns. Let's get back to Inojin, who references Hinata's self-sacrifice in the battle against Pain. Due to his persistence, he becomes Juro's victim, who pierces him with a tree, and the boy dies as such a wound is not survivable. At least it was like this before, and Neji died from a less severe injury, and here, it's just horrible. But there is a chance that Amato will save the boy. Meanwhile, Kurama suggests that Hima take control and unleash his power, but she is restrained, and Juro says that she will be nourishment for him, and when the tree absorbs her, she will feel neither pain nor fear, nothing. So all those who are now sealed in the tree are essentially an infinite Tsukiyomi, only instead of a cocoon, they are enveloped by the tree itself. Seeing this, Himawari becomes enraged, which even surprises Juro. He doesn't understand where such a transformation comes from, and Naruto's daughter demonstrates her first form of controlling Kurama's chakra, and her hair references her grandmother, Kushina, and how many tails her beast has. This chapter ends here, but it makes us understand that there's a lot of interesting things awaiting us in the future. I am confident that Hima won't be able to defeat Juro, and Kawaki will come, and Boruto will most likely be helping Sarada. In short, the chapter turned out to be top-notch. I've been waiting for the Hokage's daughter to be revealed for a long time, so Two Blue Vortex essentially refers to Himawari and Boruto. Also, I'm glad that two of my assumptions were confirmed. The fact that Hima has had a fragment of the tailed beast's chakra since birth. This means that whiskers are a symbol that their owner has has the fox's chakra. And if this is so, then Naruto himself, who has been influenced by Kurama since childhood, after escaping from Ishiki's dimension, could turn into a semblance of Kinkaku and Ginkaku brothers and will accumulate the beast's chakra himself. And the second is that the Hyuga and Uzumaki genes combined, which is why Hima became unique. So my assumption that she could gain Kaguya's power is partially correct. From Hima's development, I expect a revelation about the Uzumaki clan and that she will be able to use her grandmother's chains, enhanced by Kurama's chakra. This will be a power capable of restraining even Juro himself, who essentially may be a clone of Shibai because of Code's genes. I am interested in your opinion on this chapter. I will be eagerly waiting for it in the comments. Good luck to everyone.